So we are going to make some Kandinsky style art today using our primary colors. So what you're going to need is you're going to need a few paintbrushes and you're just going to need your primary colors. So let's start by, and a piece of paper, of course. So let's start by folding our piece of paper in half. And I'm using the back of one of my pieces of paper that I messed up on. And then folding it in half the other way. So that we have 4 dividing spaces. Now decide if you want to do landscape or portrait for your dots. I think I want to do portrait, but you might choose landscape, your choice. And then we're going to start with a dot. So let's start with your first primary color. And you may want a piece of paper towel to keep things from getting messy. So I'm gonna start with red. And I'm just gonna make a dot on my paper. In the center, make a dot in the center of one of your boxes. So I'm gonna make a dot right here. Dot, 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 dot. Okay, I'm gonna put my red like that. Then I'm going to do another color. I'm gonna do yellow. I'm gonna put a dot here in the center of my other side. And then I'm gonna do a dot here. So we are just starting with a dot, like from the book, and like Kandinsky also says that all art begins with a dot. And then next is blue. And as you can guess, there's one spot left, and that's gonna be the center. And so blue is gonna be in the center of this dot. Now, since this brush has blue on it, I'm going to outline my red dot with blue. Okay, and then I think I'm going to outline another one with this yellow one with blue. Now you don't have to do the same one as I did, but as you can see, the colors mix a little bit. So we're getting our secondary colors. I'm gonna pick up red again. And I'm gonna outline this yellow with red. And then I'm going to outline this blue dot with yellow. So I'm kind of alternating it, kind of creating a pattern, but really what I'm doing is just doing what I think I should do, what I'm feeling with my art. So I got yellow on this brush. I think I'm going to add, I think I'm gonna add yellow here and yellow there for the third ring. And I'm going to outline it again. So play with different styles with your brush. So see, now we got that nice green right in there between those two. Then I'm going to pick up blue. I'm gonna outline this one. So play with like the way you push and pull your brush. These are all things you can learn about as you go. Because each style, you might prefer a different style to someone else. So I kind of like laying my brush flat and seeing those really cool patterns in it. See? But you might like to just kind of dot all the way around. I don't know. And back to red. And right now we are just using our primary colors. So red is gonna go around this one. This is the only one that doesn't have an outside. So something I like to do too is I like to stabilize my hand with my pinky. And I want to cover all that white space, even though it's mixing that color a little bit. All right. I'm going to do red around this one because I'm following a pattern for this one. And I'm going to get a little bit thicker with my circle, but I also want to get a little bit messier with my paint because I want my colors to start to mix, because I want to get a little bit of orange, a little bit of green throughout that. All right, for this one, I'm going to do yellow. And we're making that green in between, because blue and yellow make green. Okay, and then for this circle, I'm gonna do blue. Again, this is your art. You do not need to be following the same thing I'm doing. You can do something totally different. Well, we're still doing Kandinsky circles and using our primary colors, but you do not have to go with the same order as mine. So look, I got a lot of red paint here. I'm going to own that red paint and let that mix in with the blue all around. So I did not mean to get red paint on my blue paintbrush. That was an accident, or some people might call it a mistake, but I used that mistake to make something really cool. Okay, so for this one has no red in it, so I'm going to add red to this circle. So this one's following a pattern, this one's following a pattern, this one's following a pattern, this one is not following a pattern yet. So for this one, I need to do blue. Again, I'm getting red in my blue, but I think that's kind of cool. This brush makes really cool streaks. All right, what do I want to do for this one? Red. But maybe I want to go, maybe you decide that you don't want a pattern and you want to do blue again. I don't know, it's your art, you get to pick. So there's another art trick too. It's a little hard when we're doing circles, but when you are painting or drawing, you want to try and keep your wrist straight, and you want to move with your arm. And this, because our wrists bend so easily, like if you're trying to draw a straight line with your wrist, that doesn't work as naturally as when you're trying to do it with your arm, because of the way our bodies are built. Okay, so I kind of want a little bit of a mix of orange here. So I'm actually gonna come in with my yellow and make a thick line right over here. Let's see what that does. It makes a little bit of an orange. That's pretty cool. That's why I have my paper towel, so I can wipe that off and use my yellow again. This one's gonna be yellow, so I'm glad I wipe that off. So each of these cool little pieces just began with a dot. And if you find yourself getting lost in your artwork, let yourself be lost in your artwork. Let it go. Have fun with it. I'm actually going to do yellow again here. Only using primary colors here though, so that we can notice and observe how primary colors will make our secondary colors. So I kind of messed up, but I'm going with it, and I kind of really like that. Whoa. But I want to wipe that off. Oh man, more yellow in this one. Okay, so here I'm getting to the point where I'm hitting that line. And so I don't want the line to come, I don't want the paint to come over that line. So I'm going to be very careful here where it hits the line, not to cross that line into the other circle. So it gets a little easier when you can just go off your paper on the other side. Look at that green. So fun. Okay. Yellow especially, you want to make sure you wipe off because it's so much lighter than the other colors. Okay, this one, I really hope it's not yellow again. It is, in my pattern comes blue. So, it's getting tired of using the yellow. So again, I don't want to, let me go right up to this line. Cool. Ooh, I don't have much purple in my art right now. So maybe I'll make some purple in here. I'm thinking about doing something crazy. Thinking about going against my pattern. Okay. Blue, yellow, red. Blue, yellow, red. So red should be here. And I think that would be right. I don't know, but I'm open to going off my pattern. I don't know what you guys are deciding with your pieces. I might keep this a stark difference between the red and yellow here, not going into making that orange. Going to be blue. Being very mindful of that line and where not to cross it. In any other project, this brush would be driving me crazy because of the streaks. But I actually really like it with the circles. Isn't that funny? You realize and learn different things as you go. Okay. And then for this, I have yellow. So I should be doing red next, and I think that sounds about right. And so I'm actually just going to draw a line from my arm straight across. So I know that the rest is going to be red, and I don't want to fill in, I don't want to go past that. And that will just kind of help border me. And so then, but I want to make my brush strokes go with the circle still. Continuing that radial pattern. And I'm curious if I want to mix the yellow and the red one more time here. And I think I do. You know, these are all questions you ask yourself as an artist. You have all these decisions you get to make. And so I'm going to come in with my yellow, because yellow is a little bit lighter, and I'm going to go in and mix it right along the line. Cool. I like that. Okay, next is the last part for this one. And that should be yellow. Do I want it to be yellow? I think I do actually. But I'm open to breaking the rules of my pattern. Because art is a place where you get to break the rules. You don't have to do it like everyone else. That's what makes your art unique and cool, is that it's your own artwork. Only you can make artwork like you. Okay, following around. All right. I got too much blue in that, so I'm wiping it off. I'm going back and put more yellow, and I might add a little bit of green in that last layer. Trying to keep those radial brush strokes. And then coming in and adding that. Creating that green, actually. Boom. Okay. Then this one is gonna be blue. I think. Yeah, I want it to be blue. Or maybe I make it purple. Or maybe I make that last one purple. I think that's what I'll do. And I'd have to be thinking how I would make that purple. What colors mix together to make purple? Do I have those two primary colors? Well, I should, because I know purple is a secondary color. But I want to be very careful not to make this one purple. Personally. That's my choice, because this is my artwork. You get to make your own choice for your artwork. So going to the sides of our paper in a radial pattern gives the impression that this may go on to repeat forever. Okay, so I'll need red. I'm gonna go whoop, because red and blue make purple. I'm gonna just allow those colors to mix, covering all my remaining white space. Went all the way in here. Allowing that blue to mix in with that red. I might need I think I'm gonna go in and be I'm gonna take a risk because I don't know how this is gonna turn out. I'm gonna come in and go back in with the blue. Back in with the blue. And back out with the blue. To deepen that purple throughout. And I like that. I like what I did there. But I wasn't sure if I was gonna like it or not. But I decided to take a risk. So now I went a little over this line and I wanted that to be a pretty intense line. And so I am just going to fix that mistake by adding a little bit more blue here. I'm just shoving that red back over. Getting that line back in. So I made a couple mistakes in my art and I decide, and instead of just throwing the whole thing away, I am going to turn my mistakes into something awesome. Get that corner. Maybe I'll take my yellow. Okay, now I'm just being creative and going with it and see what would happen if I go like this in the very center. Not my favorite thing, but that's okay. I tried it. What if I took my paper towel and dabbed it so it wasn't as dark and came back in with blue. Red. And some purple. Now I like that even better than before. Cool, there we go.